I wrote up a whole list of introductions yesterday, but reviewing them today, they all are extremely stupid. So for now, we'll just have to do welcome back everyone to Let's Play DTS-T with Antroid and Deathmatcher.
Hello.
Okay, so we are doing one level today, and to choose one of these three, I think I gotta ask, like, does any of these levels have some moments that you would particularly like Hippocat's reaction to, or are they just whatever?
I think I would like for the two of you to play the Jade Cube together because it's the most puzzle intensive of the entire game, and I would like the two of you to figure it out.
So in other words, I would like to not be here to have to give me hints and such.
Yeah,
okay.
Sort of. I think I would be hard pressed to shut my mouth. Yeah, you should.
Okay,
maybe
and
choose between Of Blood and Steel and the Vault of Flesh.
I am much more intrigued by the name, the Vault of Flesh, so let's go there. Actually, I should. Oh, whoa, cool. Yeah, it's moving.
I hate to say it, Marine, but that last portal shrunk you by a considerable margin, and you seem to be inside a human body, it seems.
Human, but this doesn't
I
look
only
like.
hope you can find your way out. Good luck.
Alright, so it's a Prince Froggy scenario, as I'd like to call it. Okay. It's awfully dark, and the human is just keeping his mouth open. And his teeth are pretty tiny. Wow. What kind of human is this? I wouldn't want to meet the human.
It's probably a very dead one and a dying one, and
right, makes sense.
Generated one.
Well, except the tongue is moving, but yeah, that's... okay, alright. I'll just have to believe Riley here that we are inside the human, because I never imagined it to look like this. Alright then, and sometimes, also I don't think the tongue looks like this. Sometimes I am thankful for how old Doom engine is, because in modern game and a modern engine with modern graphics, this would look quite disgusting. And as it is right now, I can kind of bear it. Okay. Actually, yeah, it doesn't look disgusting at all. Also, did you do any research? Oh crap, does it? Oh, I see. So it's like, does it change between safe and harmful?
Yeah, it does.
Wow, that's a cool gimmick.
Originally, I had acid on all the time, but as you will see, you will have to cross this room several times, and I didn't want players on low health to, you know, having to go through damaging floor all and over again.
Yeah, that's...
But I didn't want to turn it off either, so I came up with this periodic changes to make everything a bit more exciting, but not super punishing.
Ooh, I'm going to die. Well, how did I even kill that imp? Kinda ran past him and shot and he died.
Yeah, that looked weird.
Alright, so once again I'm saving in the best possible time, but hopefully today I'll be much more mindful of, well, my playing in general, and of course saving more often, because last time was painful to rewatch for me, especially the area with all the flashy cubes that started bobbing up and down. Wow. Also, I still didn't. You promised me that I would know how the bobbing up and down affects the gameplay, and I realized on rewatch that I haven't actually saw that didn't affect the gameplay.
Yeah,
for me.
I haven't had the time to watch the entire Let's Play of last time yet, but I kind of watched until this room, and what I meant was that the wobbling is actually influencing how good or bad you can jump across the different boxes, and yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say.
So
actually, these boxes, they don't have all the same distance from one another.
Yeah.
There's one particularly large gap between the last two boxes you have to jump across, and there you really have to time the wobbling in order to make a good jump.
And I never even realized.
Yeah, I think if you like, strafe diagonally, strafed across, it's not that much of a pain. But if you're like a conservative player, just plays run in a straight fashion, you would really have noticed.
Okay, I have to ask, what area in a human body has fire blue?
I have a definite answer to this, but I would like you to guess what this is supposed to be. My brother guessed right, actually, when he played for the first time.
Well, it doesn't really mesh with how we reached it, because we didn't go up much from the stomach, but to me the most sense would make like inside the brain or something like that, because I don't think anything is blue inside the human body. Or in some kind of, I don't know, maybe the blood circulation system, circulatory, whatever. Oh, snap it, snap. Maybe
Yeah,
like in the veins.
Well, this is supposed to be the lung.
Oh, the lung.
But a lot of people actually thought it would be the brain.
Oh,
But
I guess it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I wasn't being super realistic here on purpose. I really wanted it to be what you hate, actually, to leave it a bit up to your imagination what it could be. I didn't want to put a sign on it like this is the lung or something.
This is not quite what I hate, because if I have like sufficient faith that you didn't just make up a random part of a body, I could probably, after some thinking, I would probably deduce it, and there is a definite answer, more or less.
Yeah.
I could delude myself into having the wrong opinion, but that doesn't really matter if there is an actual concrete answer that you
Yeah. So
intended.
the idea was that if your blood has a very low oxygen, it becomes blue,
Yeah.
like your veins on your arm or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I picked this particular texture here,
Well,
to indicate that there's like oxygen transfer going on or whatever.
any excuse to use a fire blue is a good excuse in my book, so it's just hilarious how many people just freaking hate this texture.
I actually use the texture very rarely in the overall project, but in this level it's really, yeah, it appears in several places.
Okay, and also, before you explain the whole oxygen exchange thing, this really seemed like a good message against smoking. And to be honest, I would prefer if it was like that and not just some realistic explanation like you just said.
Yeah, that would have been. Maybe I should do a sequel to this level, like heavy smokers and body with cancer growing everywhere and stuff like that.
Well, for the lungs, you got all the ash walls. Well, two of them.
Yeah, or you could just
probably
do
use
a fire blue recoloring to like fire black or something.
Ugh. Yeah,
That would be nice.
That would look nasty. Oh. Okay, better not dwell on it. Also,
So if you just
yeah.
found this particular nest of items, I wanted it
like
to
a
be a
guitar.
bit realistic in terms of nobody would like deliberately place a shotgun in a body.
Mhm.
So the idea was that player, you were just picking up the remains of your predecessors here.
So more or less like in Half-Life Zen or in Doom 3's Hell. So it's it's a good way, but it implies that there are quite multiple people who went into this poor bastard's body before, which good thing he's almost dead. I wonder if you can feel all this battle going on.
I
Also,
don't think so.
all the demons are also tiny, which now that I think about it, it's kind of hilarious. They're like germs, evil germs from hell, and then the
Yeah.
immune system kicking their ass.
Well, they used the same technology to come here as you, and that technology shrunk you both.
Why
So-
would they? I can understand them conquering worlds, but why would they care so much to invade like a single body? Is it like some really important political figure or something like that?
You could interpret it that way, but I think it's more like that the technology is still in the early prototype phases, and there are side effects going on, like you travel to places that you didn't really plan to go, and you just have to grit your teeth and go through it in order to come to the place where you actually wanted to go.
So it's like they sent like a scout demon here, it doesn't come back, they go, okay, we need to send another one, so maybe he can come back and tell us. And then they send another one, he doesn't come back, and etc, etc. And
yeah,
now
I
there's
think there's
army.
actually a demon version of DTS-T right now. Some archvile is playing it and is complaining why he's sent to this particular spot if all he had really to do was conquer the world.
Well, when I picture an archvile playing Doom, I just am reminded of the sound you made. I wanted to I think you didn't reach that point.
No, unfortunately,
in the last video.
I remember you saying it, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, sometime.
I almost wanted to like cut out that part with the sound, and then at the very end of the, like after the goodbyes, just make a repeat of that sound, but very loud. Too bad there was music behind, so it didn't really work.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, but it just did this kind of thing, and that's just, yeah, like a more realistic archvile sound. You should make like a sound replacement pack for Doom. People love that kind of shit.
Yeah, I think on YouTube I found something. I don't know if I don't think it was Doom, but some shooter where some first-person shooter where somebody did the entire game sound with his voice.
I did that for Serious Sam once. Too bad I deleted it. It was freaking hilarious. I did it all. Sam's, if you know, Sam has a really gruff voice, and I did completely high pitched for him, so it sounded pretty funny. Well, I don't remember how old I was particularly, but at that age it sounded pretty funny to me. And right now I probably just kind of groan and facepalm, but still.
Well, yeah, one thing that I did, the only thing that I did in that direction was I figured out at some point in the past that Duke Nukem 3D sound are easily replaceable by just putting a sound file in a specific folder. And so I thought I could do a German version of Duke. And I kind of translated all the stupid stuff he says into German and started recording it. I don't think I implemented more than like 3 sounds or something before I really got bored.
Okay, where do these lost souls keep coming from in this little tunnel? Where I didn't save again, but I remember where it is. It's like... Where could have he... I don't know. Behind me, probably he just was very, very fast. But I went here and it's like there was a silent teleport or something. Suddenly there was
no. There are some here because they're small enough for this veins to actually live here.
I don't think veins just open up into the stomach like this. That would be pretty hazardous.
Well, you know, if you want to do this kind of level in Doom, you really need to be a bit unrealistic at times in order to have some gameplay. It's nice. You
know what would vastly improve this kind of level, and this level in particular, if you had a couple walls that look like, well, just I guess doors somehow that we would have to break like through thin tissue into different parts of the organism. So we would have to like break holes in his stomach. That would be almost at the same time and gruesome and more realistic. And probably more fun.
It's a nice idea.
Yeah, also I have a question, don't know why it's interesting me, but if you remember that message in big letters that told me that the stomach acid was rising, I got it 2 times, but then it stopped, and I was wondering at what point does it actually stop giving me that message.
Yeah, I made it so that it only comes up on the screen if you're in the actual stomach area. So there are scripts in place that whenever you leave the area, the text message stops coming up, and when you enter it again, it periodically appears again.
I don't remember if it appeared again when I returned from the lounge.
Yeah, you just have to stay there for a longer time, then it's probably going to pop up. If not, then it's a bug, but I don't think it has any bugs.
Actually, I would think that after the first time, there is no need for that message whatsoever. You just have some rumbling, and the player like has to pay more attention, because now that he knows what is happening, he can probably predict. Also, what the hell is this? place. And there's a giant stretch texture. Wow.
Yeah, I told you way back in some of the early episodes we talked about texture sizes, and I told you I could, like, by scripting, actually increase texture size.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
this is one of the examples where I use this for both sides, the spine and the kind of snaky, fleshy texture on the other side. Because really not doing that would be out of scale here for this massive room.
Yes, and more people should do that more often when they make levels for Zoom. I don't actually know how often they do that because I don't play many levels for Zoom, but
Yeah, I
that's
must
a very
say,
useful feature.
if you have one straight line def, it's absolutely cool, but as soon as you start like doing multiple line defs or curved things, like I almost did here with the fleshy thing, the texture alignment becomes really, really awful because you cannot see in Doom Builder anymore what you're actually doing because, you know, the upscaling messes everything up.
Well, if you use the other method with the textures, I think textures lump in Doom, where you just define pre-stretched textures from existing patches, that works, I think, pretty well in Doom Builder, because I've been able, as I probably said before, I've been able to make a couple stretch out like forest textures for the outdoor areas, and I didn't have any trouble with the alignment, just auto align and it works perfectly.
Okay.
So in case you ever need to do that again, try using that.
Yeah, I will look into that actually.
It's very useful. Also allows to turn the patches in by different angles, and I think even there's different options. Whoa. Okay. Good thing I said before.
Yeah, I love you for doing that, for having done that.
So yeah, that's a very useful feature. Okay. I still have no idea what this is supposed to be. So these are. Am I like? Yeah, the guy. No, wait. Is the guy lying on his back right now? Because
Yeah,
this...
basically.
Oh, okay.
My imagination of this room is this is a Baron of Hell, a giant Baron of Hell actually scratched him open and kind of revealed part of his ribcage. So the torn ceiling that you see is like a Baron slash.
I would not have figured it out, but it's a really cool detail once you know. Also, these parts would not hang like this. Like there's really thin here, and somehow but yeah, whatever. This whole level reminds me of that one sequence in Alien vs Predator 2 where you are a chest buster and you have to bite your way out of someone. That was
in fact, I think because of the age of the project, a lot of games have done this so far. How did you manage to kill that Baron?
I have no idea. I don't think... Actually...
You didn't, like, accidentally...
I must have, because...
Oh, that's all. Did you use some kill code, or...?
Whoops!
Yeah, that's awful.
I must have touched the K button at some point, right?
You should really unbind skis.
Yeah, I should just pay more attention. And how did that happen without me noticing? A lot of people were probably screaming when they saw that.
Okay, do you want to start over?
Imagine that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pause the recording and as quickly as I can, just replay. I'm not going to stop the Skype thing, just the recording and the sound file. Okay. And we are back to almost, wow, it's astonishing how much slower the game becomes when you press the record button. So yeah, we are here again, and this time I'm going to just, I don't know how I press the K key, because it's like right between my hands and none of my fingers even reach there. So, but I have got to have at least a couple things per episode where that I have to apologize for later. Otherwise, it's boring. So yeah. Now I just have to do everything else perfectly. No pressure. All right. Ting, 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 ting. Now that I know
So,
that there's a
It
berserker,
just comes to my mind what I wanted to say when this happened. We were talking about Alien versus Predator, and what's that shit?
hold that thought. Yeah.
And I think you just found some
Do I have
stupid
your
thing.
Do I have your permission to press the N key a couple times?
Yeah, sorry
Thank
for
you.
that. I really need to write this down because that never happened to me actually.
Yeah, it takes skill to fall between such tightly
Yeah.
placed. But I
Okay,
have
but
that
for
skill.
for the
Yep.
story, talking about Alien vs Predator, I think, yeah, the game is fairly old now, DTS-T. So a lot of commercial games have done this body idea, but this is one of the things that I had this idea very early on, like a decade ago or something, and yeah, I can't think of any other game that did it so that early. So it's kind of my own idea, which then was overtaken by commercial games, unfortunately.
I'd say a whole lot of games do that. Even like the first Contra had, I think at least, that it had like the final levels in those games are always inside some, but it was an alien organism more than just a human body. So I guess if you're specifically meaning human body, maybe, but I still don't believe that there wasn't like a single game that did
Yeah,
it.
it's not a super imaginative thing, but
It's fun.
it's fun.
There was also a movie that's I think really old, where a guy gets shrunk in like some kind of really small submarine and gets inside another dude, and I don't remember why.
That's a classic movie, and that was probably one of my inspirations for it.
I remember watching it as a kid, and I the last scene where he was battling like another dude in the suit in the stomach, and that guy got dissolved there because his suit got ruptured. That was really scary when I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
almost traumatized by that, but then it was a fun movie.
Yeah, I actually watched that movie again like a year ago or something, and I noticed that you have to load again.
Yep. Ah, damn it! I didn't. Okay, whatever. More
I
time for you to
noticed
talk.
that the villain in this movie is actually the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager, which was quite fun because when I originally watched the movie as a kid, I obviously didn't know that.
Well, I guess I would react more if I ever watched anything related to Star Trek, but whatever. Actors are permitted to play more than one role in their lifetime.
That's true, but in most cases, the Star Trek actors, unless it's Patrick Stewart or something, they never show up anywhere else. I have a feeling.
My favorite part when I noticed the same actor from like not the most well, I guess probably it was a famous actor, or I'm just not good with the actor names, but one of the crew members in Event Horizon, I think he dies when he tries to discover and disarm a bomb that Dr. Weir put on their ship. One of their crew, he was really like, had this really kind of not very tough role, I guess, and his overall demeanor. But then in the movie, damn it, I don't remember what it's called. Something. I remember that Hypocat recommended it to me. It's about like a future where emotions are prohibited or something like that. Damn it, I don't remember.
Minority Report, maybe?
No, not exactly. It was one word. The name was one word, and it was something. Maybe something from Latin, or maybe not.
I
quite
think it
remember.
was it a Christian Bale movie, maybe?
No idea. But
Well-
I'm really trying to remember the name right now. And
Okay.
yeah, whatever actually. And he that guy played the role of some like ultimate leader, president of the world, really intimidating guy who would broadcast messages over large screens. But I think it was like a bit of a Wizard of Oz situation where he either was already dead a long time or wasn't, just kind of isn't he? I don't remember anything. The name is like right on the edge of my mind, and It's really frustrating when this happens. Also, how did I even cross this last time? I guess I jumped here. Yeah, I think I jumped there because I remember here was that pile of, or there was a lot of piles of bodies after my amazing mishap. Dang it. This, maybe I should enable free look to help myself with this part here. Because this here, every time I would jump here, I relied completely on blind luck, to be honest.
Okay.
So I don't know how I even managed to climb down those pillars before. More or less reliably. Okay.
Well done.
And I'm always the first to say that I'm one of those rare people who don't actually mind and somewhat enjoy platforming in first person. I guess my first FPS, one of my first FPSs, which was Turok 2, kinda taught me to be at least a little bit good at that. Oh, alright, hey Baron.
Yep, alive this time.
Yeah, because, well, that game had like a double jump, which is really weird for FPS. Well, not really double jump. If you like fall off an edge without jumping, you can jump in midair. But yeah, that had really some tricky platforming sections, and now I'm an expert almost.
Yeah, that's good. I thought, yeah, he's going to complain about this in a second, but you didn't. So,
well, I am just like perfect for this one because a lot of things. There were a couple sewer levels, I think, and a lot of things that people would complain about that are so prominent in this particular WOD. Just by sheer luck, many of those things I actually enjoy. So while not many people are going to completely understand where I'm coming from when I say that this is great and this is good, well, at least for the previous episodes, because these are legitimately well done. And yeah, but that was, you know, I am kinda slightly sad that I don't have like a million subscribers, because I would really when I was reading that old thread, I really got the feeling that it was really like unjustly bashed all the time, and I would really love to like change the public opinion at least a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
At least to like is it a different texture here or no? Whatever. Just to like make some people understand that there's perfectly enjoyable. You just have to have the right mindset, I guess.
Yeah, I do have some strong supporters, like I think the Ultimate Doomer, for example.
There was one guy in the thread who was just completely like in love.
He actually nominated me for a Cake Award, which was very humbling. Oh, yeah, that's awful.
What just happened here? Oh, it's just the mid texture that sinks.
Yeah, but actually, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, I think this bug only happens in software. So if you only test it in hardware, it makes perfect sense. But in Zoom, I think there is even a compatibility option somewhere there, like clip mid textures or something like that, which I don't know if I should really spend time. There is not
yeah, actually, I did think of this in many spots. This might have been slipped through or something.
I could have sworn there was. Okay, whatever. I think there is, at least I think there is a compatibility. And anyways, you can, well, always. I think I'm not sure if it works the same with the ceiling, but I was told recently that if you have like difference in lighting between the sectors, even just like 1 point, it fixes the bug. I'm not sure.
I think you can you can just assign a property to the line diff in the editor, and then it should be fixed as well.
Why did I go here and pick up the Berserk? This is the time when I need it like the least. Whatever. Also, now I'm kind of curious if that secret was even indicated in any way. Just about the brightness, maybe.
Yeah.
Because usually, you know, in these kind of curved areas, like in the very room that we just left, there are some line depths that are oriented in such a way that the fake contrast makes them look a different shade, like on the that thing in there, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
And like in Serious Sam, I'm just going to end it. In Serious Sam, that would be an indicator for a secret, but in Doom, that like 99, 100, 99 times out of whatever +1, it would be like just the people not paying attention to the curvature. But so yeah, I don't really pay attention to light differences like that, especially in curved corridors, in relation to like a secret. But that was, I think I was just hugging a wall there and got there by sheer luck.
I think originally I had a different texture there, this normal red wall, and yeah, it was a bit sticking out too much. It was too easy to find, so I just put the lighting effect there.
I wonder if jumping all the time actually helps a lot with acidic floors. I never even tried it. Well, like this here, this is brighter than all the rest of the wall around.
Yeah, but this is just the normal angle lighting of the game.
Should be a secret. Yeah. Right, time to kill all the freaks, or just kind of give up and jump there. Hope. Good thing I found that Megasphere. I can just waste it here. Okay, I didn't. Should probably went and counted how many bars there are in that last area to trigger, because actually no, I don't know how that would help me in any way. Okay, I am once again faced with multiple ways to go, which confuses me and scares me. But this, his arteries are clogged, poor guy.
Yep.
The clogging really should be like this sickly yellow color, which everyone imagines when they think of it. Okay, I'm going to check out, I don't know why, I'm going to check out this angle. Yeah, screw it. It's kind of frustrating watching some people play when they, there is like an alternative HUD which shows you what type of armor you have, like green or blue, and they would just completely avoid picking up a green armor if they have, even if they have way below 100 armor, but it's blue. I guess the blue armor is better somehow, but still, I will just pick up a green armor anyways, and even if I have like 99, I never even paid much attention to green armor.
I think I really just learned of this. Well, I don't know if it's a bug, but a peculiarity. Like
the
2
armor
years
types?
ago. Peculiarity, something special.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I mean, which, if you're talking about the armor types, is definitely not a bug.
Yeah,
Or-
but well, when I learned it, I had been playing. I had been picking up the green armor for 20 years, and I cannot change this. Even
Yeah,
if I know that you're getting worse armor by doing it, psychologically it feels better.
Yeah, I only care about the numbers that I can see, even if, I don't know, just recently I only came to realize how much armor helps, but before I didn't really, like, green armor was completely, to me, completely item, but now I don't know, still, also, oh yes, I was about to ask if you forgot to change like a sector from red to brown, but now I saw that it's
No, it's leaking into
the. But it would make more sense if it was like mixing with the other, more like the borders would be completely like fuzzy. But
yeah, that's hard to do.
Well, you don't have like a limit to your sector shapes in your format. I can understand in vanilla, but like right now it's. If you spend some time, like a couple days, you would make a really realistic blood flowing into some brown whatever in a huge organism. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like it's worth it. Also, where the hell am I right now?